Earnings moving the markets lower, at least in the pre-market. What's your WEX word of the day? How do you see today shaping up?
My WEX word of the day is game changer, as in the events of last Sunday changed the election game. So Vice President Kamala Harris is the presumptive nominee. She's raised more money in 24 hours than any presidential candidate in U.S. history. She's got over 58,000 new volunteers. Listen, the Democrats are engaged and they are organized. We cannot assume a Republican sweep.
All right, so you can't assume a Republican sweep. What do you make of the rally we've seen in small caps? A lot of people believe, of course, the Fed's a factor. Fed cuts are a factor, but some people think that's been part of the so-called Trump trade. The fact that we continue to see small caps moving higher, what do you make of that?
Yeah, I agree. Clearly, the Fed is front and center, but, I think investors expected an easy Trump win, and that may no longer be the sentiment. And so small caps are really, of course, we saw them rally in small part due to this expected Republican sweep. And so, listen, Trump onshoring is expected to benefit smaller domestic companies.
What do you make of the earnings that we saw? Big miss from Tesla. Alphabet beats on the top and the bottom line. The shares are still moving lower right now. One thing they missed on YouTube ads. Also, they're spending a lot, again, for another quarter to build out their hyperscalers. What's just your view of either report?
Listen, we're talking about the Magnificent Seven. And so, again, we were just talking about this kind of, broadening of the leadership of the market. I am not ready to give up on big tech. I think AI is going to kind of continue to drive AI and technology is going to continue to drive those. But again, I think never before have we seen a better case for diversification than last week. We were seeing, small caps kind of overtake large caps, and of course, cyclicals kind of overtake tech. So the best defense here is a diversified portfolio.
All right, we're almost out of time, Tiffany, but I want to get to your pick, LVMH. Really tough report for them. What are you seeing in this stock, even after they pulled guidance and said things are pretty unclear?
Yeah, so listen, they had slowing in China and a little bit of an increase in the U.S. market, but that China piece is really, really big for them. And they're definitely down on the earnings news. But listen, I'm still a believer. The stock market, they're a strong market leader. They've got pricing power, scale.